journey continues on Ometepe. Our next stop was Project Bona Fide, a 26-acre demonstrative permaculture farm and reforestation project which supports local farming communities and focuses on biodiversity for food security in Nicaragua. The land was prosperous with food, such as mangoes, Shayna, what are you doing? Bananas, and starfruit. They use their citrus waste, which cannot be composted, to raise maggots. They use these maggots and termites to supply a high-protein diet to happy chickens. When we arrived, one of their directors, Mitch, was teaching a permaculture design course. He took a quick break to teach us more about Project Bona Fide.
So we have different parts of the farm. We have an agriculture section where we grow rice and corn and beans. But we do so in a transitional way that's moving to what we call it's an alley cropping system that moves to eventually establishing a forest. But in the meantime, in the short term, we're producing grains organically. So we actually produce a couple thousand pounds of grains each year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So is that one of your cottage industries? Do you guys sell it at markets?
No, we don't. We consume.
You consume it all? Okay,
We
great.
consume all of it, really.
Okay.
Yeah, we're an NGO in the States
Okay.
as well. The Hard Rock Cafe actually is one of our largest donors, and that runs the experimental and the ongoings of the farm every day.
Beautiful. Cool.
Yeah, so people who come here get a chance to see how a farm work with our local workers and at this point experts. And I mean, really, it's a really interesting mix of agriculture, technology, and community relations.
Definitely.
We do this big seed exchange where we invite the whole island to come and trade plants and genetic material, seeds and cuttings with anyone who exchanges anything with us. It can't be money.
That's amazing.
So that's our yearly event right before wet season, so that we give you all this genetic material and you go plant it. It's also a way to passively spread what we're doing on the farm. We give you a little pamphlet. It tells you about the plant you're getting, what it likes, what it's used for, how to use it, what to eat with it, some cool recipes. You take it home, and when it starts raining, you plant it somewhere. Like where it wants to be planted, and then you might get 3 or 4 plants, and you trade us some of your best mango seeds. That might cost, nothing. It's just your favorite mango tree that you have, and you eat the mango, and you give us the seeds, and there you go. You can take whatever you'd like from the seed exchange. So that attracts a couple hundred folks. A lot of them are expats, and then a ton of them are locals who come in. People get there as early as possible to get the best bamboo, and they get the best this plant and the best that plant.
Yeah.
And moringa's been a big thing this past year, and jackfruit's huge. We've been introducing jackfruit more and more. And so you can see that kind of spread throughout the community in the form of just strictly plants being grown. You can walk by people's houses and say, hey, there's our jackfruit tree. Hey, there's pitanga right there, and all this cool stuff because people have been introduced to that. Last year we built cob ovens in the community. We built about 10 cob ovens. And this year we'll be doing organic greens gardens in a bunch of different houses in the community to kind of start spreading that information off the farm into the community, and then allowing that to kind of percolate on its own passively. You see your neighbor with this amazing cob oven, and suddenly it's like, why don't I have that cob oven? I really want that cob oven. What is that thing? Wow, they're making pastries with it? I can do that, and it's super easy. And you just says, hey, how'd you make that cob oven? That's right, but the way that it diffuses is a little bit nicer than trying to get everyone together, educate them on why this thing's so amazing. It's kind of like, well, this is what it is, and is there anyone interested? And a couple people might say, yeah, that sounds really cool. And you say, okay, we're going to help you build one in your house. Do you want to work with us? You do? Great. Bam, bam, bam. Some time goes by, you have a cob oven, you have an organic garden. And instantly by doing that, it exposes. It's just exposure, constant, because you're in a neighborhood. You're going in, you have a bunch of, people that look like us, kind of crazy looking, in the middle of this amazing community, building with dirt, we have poop everywhere, we're making everyone look what's going on, and then a couple months later they're making bread and they're selling pastries, or they're producing their own medicine, or we're introducing different plants for, for medicines or for food, and so then people start, it's a small community, they start saying, hey, wow, what is that? You're eating a cactus? That's crazy. Can you give me some crazy? Where do I go? How did you get that? Those people, Bona Fide did that? Yeah. Okay, great.
Beautiful. That's great.
Stay tuned for our next video as we venture into Colombia.